Welcome back, rock fans, to another rock slabbing video. In this video, we're going to take this really cool looking agate and slab it. Now, Kendra found this agate out in West Texas at the Coconut 06 Ranch. We were just out in the shop making a bunch of rock-off videos when we decided to look at some of her bigger rocks that need to be slabbed. And I saw this one in the bucket and thought, Kendra, that looks like a beauty. We should slab that. So she was like, okay, let's get it slabbed. That's what we're gonna do. I think this will be a really nice looking agate on the inside. As you can see, it has lots of detail and it has some solid color too. Look at that. So what will the slabs look like? We're gonna find out. What I'm gonna do is get this on the 18-inch saw. I'm gonna get a few slabs off of it. It has a fracture running through it, which I need to try to take into account. You see it right there? So if I were to cut it through this direction, obviously those would break into two. So I think what I'm gonna do is attempt to slab it this way. I'll get a few slabs off this thing, then I will bring them back in here and I'll show you what they look like. Welcome back inside. As you can see, this rock has been, well, sort of slabbed. I kind of blew it with this one. I told Kendra I thought this would be a great rock to slab, when in fact, it was way too fractured. I did get a couple of slabs off of it, but well, you'll see. While I was on, I think, the third slab, the rock literally just broke apart in the vise. So we got lots of little chunks. Now, if you look closely at these little chunks, you can still see some, well, some mossiness in there. So this piece, for example, will be a great one for the rock tumbler. And we have some small chips. Also will be good for the tumbler. Well, let's see, how did this first complete slab turn out? You know what? I like the detail I'm seeing, especially over on this side. I think that's really interesting. But it does have some coarser, more porous rock in there as well. This red's kind of nice. Now I'm showing you this dry, trying to keep the sheen off, which sometimes makes my videos rather hard to watch. So on the one hand, she did find a really cool agate, I think. Just unfortunately, it was very fractured. All right, let's take a look at the next slab. Oh yeah, that's sort of a mossy golden agate in there. I really like this side right in here, that color scheme right there. I think that's very pretty. And very much cabochon worthy. Oh, there's one of those fractures. So all in all, this rock is really quite interesting on the inside. I hope you agree. That sure is some kind of interesting agate goodness in there. And there are some sections that aren't so good. I can see those as well. Here's a big old break point. Now, here's where things went south on me. I got this little broken piece, not too interesting. Well, this was the other half of that. Look, there's a little bit of pluming. You can just see it right there. See that little orange? That's tiny, but you see what I'm talking about. Yeah. I think I could make a cab out of this piece. Well, parts of it anyway. So at this point, it was slabbing and things just went south. This thing broke apart, literally broke apart in my vise. I have the rock. I always have my rocks and they're really tight, but not so much that it should just snap the rock like this. Let's see, how was it? I think it was like this. Yeah, that's how it was. So it was in the vise and it literally just, boom, just broke into 3 pieces. This is how far I had gotten. Oh, I still think there's some really pretty stuff in there. Now these might be good for the tumbler as well. I think that would actually make a really nice tumbled stone. And then this piece was just fell off. This whole side just fell off. I think if you look there and you see that sort of light color, I believe that was, well, there was some sort of fracture running through there. I shouldn't call it a fracture, but that whiteness I think is there because there was space between, you know, the 2 points, and that's just, well, something got in there like water over time. And anyway, that literally just came apart. So we could still get this back on the saw and get a few more slabs. But for now, this is what we're gonna deal with. Let's go ahead and grade this one. What are we thinking? Very fractured. But the pattern's pretty cool, right? All right, on balance, I'm gonna go ahead and give this one, I'm gonna say a B-. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Sorry I got a bit of a fractured rock this time, but it was interesting. I still think we got a few good slices. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And if you like these videos, please check my playlist because I have a lot of slabbing videos there. Thanks again.